Hey folks, and welcome to the Truck King YouTube channel. Welcome to 2023, and welcome to our brand new studio. It's a new year, and we're excited because we got a lot of new trucks to drive. But you know what, Dad? We drove a lot of really great trucks last year. We did tons of truck testing. So right now, we're gonna tell you our pick for Truck of the Year.
So first off, everybody, Happy New Year. We're very happy to be here in Steve's new studio. And the main reason we've got a new studio is because he finally got high-speed internet. So now we shouldn't have the issues that we've had before with our signal dropping out and us suddenly vanishing off of the net. Now, the Canadian Truck King Challenge, which is an event that I started in 2006, crowned an annual winner among whatever new pickup trucks were available in that given year. Today we just call it Truck King. However, it's exactly still the same idea. We spend our entire year driving everything available to us and particularly concentrating on the new iron, and then at the end of the year come up with our overall winner. And that's something we're going to do right here tonight.
And it was another list of great trucks, Dad. So let's go through sort of all of the trucks we considered, and then we'll get to the short list, the ones we're really going to kind of dig into. So I think the first one I'm going to bring up, because we did it recently, is the Ford Raptor R, probably the most ridiculous, actually definitely the most ridiculous super truck to come out this year.
And the most expensive.
And it was just ridiculous fun, but it's too niche to ever call it something like Truck of the Year. Next up, we have the HDs. Now, we got new heavy duties from Ford, General Motors, and more of a refresh from Ram. Well, we haven't driven the Ford or the GM, so they are 2023s, but actually the GMs are 2024s.
Well, in one case it's a 24.
Yeah, we should correct. So there's a 24 from GM, a 23 from Ford. We haven't driven those. Of course, we can't talk about them because we haven't driven them. And then we're going to talk about one of the GM twins, but let's also mention the GMC Sierra Denali Ultimate, that brand new crazy luxurious truck. That thing, again, is kind of niche because it's so expensive, but that thing was beautiful. But no, the two trucks we really narrowed it down to are the Ford F-150 Lightning and the Chevrolet Silverado ZR2.
For us, 2023, as far as Truck King is concerned, is a very unique year. We are dealing with the F-150 Lightning, the first of a long list of trucks which is moving into the future. It is the cornerstone of a whole new automotive generation. And then we're dealing with the Silverado ZR2, which in a lot of ways is the current zenith of that pickup truck in terms of suspension, carrying capability, work ethics. In other words, it's the truck for right now. F-150 truck is available, it's good, but it's definitely the truck of the future. Now, that made it very, very difficult to, try to find that common ground on which to compare them, right?
Absolutely. And I'll tell you where I kind of landed on this. If we're looking kind of product to product in a vacuum, I think I'm going to take the F-150 Lightning. And the reason I say that is because the performance on that truck was just so, eye-opening when we drove it on the first drive. It tows so well. It's quiet, the braking, the handling, everything was there. I was absolutely impressed. But you can't just look at just the truck. You have to open wider and look at the ecosystem. And that's where I think everyone recognizes we still run into problems today. The infrastructure is getting way better, but it's still not there. The infrastructure that is in place still struggles sometimes to charge up people's vehicles. I know of automotive journalists who've had tons of troubles with chargers actually working. So that's where I think I get tripped up on the F-150 Lightning is you kind of said it. In 5 years even, it might be there, but today, it's hard to pick it just because of that practicality aspect when you factor in the whole charging aspect.
Yeah, you've got to give Ford kudos for the technology, for the engineering, and for the execution. However, it's a wonderful truck so long as it's parked in my driveway and I don't have to go anywhere with it. All right? Whereas with the Chevy, I don't have to concern myself with infrastructure because it is dealing with everything that is available now at every gas station across North America. So I don't have to think about that. All I got to look at is I'm looking at the suspension system. I'm looking at how it acted when we drove it in the desert, what it acted like off-road, just its everyday style and comfort and just its overall capability. And that's the one thing that I love about that truck is it wears a whole bunch of hats and it does them all well.
Yeah, that is truly where I think Chevy nailed it. Again, we can both agree that the Raptor R and the TRX are incredible trucks, but they're too much. They're just insane. They're too heavy, too powerful, too expensive. And Chevy didn't do that. They didn't fall into that trap of let's kind of push it to this crazy level. They gave us a super livable everyday truck, which is incredible off-road. Like Dad said, at high speed, that thing was just eating up the whoops. So I think it really is sort of the perfect truck that most people dream of is what? It's got a V8, it's good off-road, it's not super thirsty, which that truck is actually not too
bad at all.
And it has a decent interior, and the ZR2 checks all those boxes. So for all of those reasons, I think we both landed on, yeah, the truck of 2023, the truck of today. I think the truck of the year has to be the Chevrolet Silverado Z or ZR2.
Absolutely. Congratulations to Chevrolet. You've been whacking away at it for years, and you got a winner.
Well, folks, we are coming to the end of this one, but of course, we need you to weigh in. So why don't you go in the comment section right now and let us know what you think of our decision. Is the Lightning supposed to be truck of the year, or were we correct going with that Silverado?
Of course we're correct.
Yeah, always, right? So next year, we have a ton of new trucks coming. We have Chevy Colorado and GMC Canyon. We have Ford Ranger. We should see the new Toyota Tacoma. What else is coming next year? We're supposed to get new
EVs.
Oh yeah, of course.
From Ram.
From Ram, we're gonna see it, and then Silverado EV.
And from Chevy.
And I think in the near future, Dad, one of those EV trucks will probably end up being truck of the year because in the not so distant future, we're only gonna have EVs to drive.
Very true.
That is not the case right now. So yes, please stick with us.
We got a lot going on.
Stay tuned for an exciting year of truck testing. We're gonna keep on towing trailers, loading them up, and bringing all that good information to you guys.
And going in the mud.
So yeah, please, like I mentioned, go below, leave us that comment. While you're down there, hit like, hit subscribe, hit join to become a member, and then come right back here to Truck King to see what we have in store this year.
See you soon.
See you guys.